There was a brilliant subtle little line in the latest episode of Tokyo Ghoul Re that does a great job of capturing what the series does so well. Renowned novelist Kotsky Sen has just held a press conference announcing that her new book is one which she hopes will help to create an understanding between humans and ghouls, and also announcing that she herself is one such ghoul. So, we see a ghoul sitting book in hand, and he says, "If you wrote this thing for ghouls, you should have included more hiragana." All this had to be is a way of introducing the scene, which is contrasted against two CCG members discussing the novel earlier in the episode to show its influence reaching both humans and ghouls. However, the line also ends up providing a great bit of easy-to-miss characterization. If she wanted ghouls to read it, she should have included more hiragana, because for many ghouls, kanji is tough to read. Just about everyone will have picked up hiragana. It's as basic a piece of knowledge as the alphabet is for us. But kanji is something Japanese kids learn over years of schooling, a luxury most ghouls, who are in large part runaways and outcasts, are not afforded. This is really the core element of the series, how it captures that outsider, outcast experience, and is able to draw people who've had that experience to it as a result. And the best part about this is that Tokyo Ghoul commits hard to its greatest strength here. It draws heavily upon Goth Aesthetic sensibilities, which are the cultural shorthand for rebellious outsider kids. At the end of the first season, Kaneki literally goes emo Super Saiyan, with his nails becoming painted black. And hey, it certainly invites accusations of edgy with these choices, and maybe sometimes they're leaned into a bit too hard. But I think it makes the series a really effective way to immerse yourself in your own emotions that would certainly be deemed edgy, and find some catharsis for those feelings. Good thing I didn't release a video making fun of edgy anime fans less than a week ago. Oh wait. But really, it does what most good shonen do, and does it really well. It's about exploring big adolescent emotions in a general way that can help you contextualize those emotions yourself. Naruto is about feeling like everyone's doubting and dismissing you, feeling like an underdog, and working hard to overcome that. One Piece is about rejecting authority to go out and explore your own path, along with the friendships you form in doing so. The nakama you help along the way and who in turn will help you. This is a generalization I'm making, to be sure, but seeing cool characters in cool worlds explore the issues you're struggling with as a person through cool fights is, I think, a big part of the draw for a lot of these series. Those big shonen series, the Bleaches, Fairy Tales, and all that, never did resonate with me, but it was Tokyo Ghoul that got me interested and kept me watching. It rejects a lot of those mainstream conventions. Kaneki gets his crazy shonen power-ups, but he isn't really a chosen one. There's no mythical goal he's working towards, no Hokage position to earn, no treasure to find, nor is he even fighting for a broader scale justice, really. He's fighting against injustice, sure, but mostly just to protect him and his immediate social circle. There's less of that upbeat nature in Tokyo Ghoul, less of that belief that our characters can go out and conquer or save or fix the world. That degree of positivity and hope can come off as sort of silly and naive if you're a less than happy teen. It isn't that I didn't want stories of people succeeding and finding happiness even, just that I didn't want it to feel so assured, so definite, because reaching those things felt far from definite for me. And hey, plenty of people find that other style of shonen storytelling to be really helpful, inspiring, and uplifting when they're feeling depressed and down. This is not to dismiss the value those can have. It's just to say that that stuff wasn't what I needed, and Tokyo Ghoul was. I didn't gel with the mainstream crowd or at all share their sensibilities, and this series reflects that experience. Which is a bit ironic given the fact that Tokyo Ghoul's first volume was the best-selling manga in 2015, and 2016, and 2017, but that's just the thing. Not being a normie is normal. Not being part of a majority is what the majority of people experience. If 40% of your high school classmates were broadly normal, then 25% were the nerds, and 15% were the goths, and 10% were the music kids, 5% were special ed, 5% were the high honors grinders, and all of a sudden the single feeling that the most people there shared was not fitting in, not being normal. And this isn't some revelatory piece of information. It's why Naruto is left out, why Deku doesn't have powers. Being an outsider is the norm. Tokyo Ghoul just happens to go in on that concept as its central focus, where in other series, that outsider experience is only one element that supports their own main ideas. That's why I stuck with it over anything else from that period. And as a queer person, this outsider narrative hits home especially hard.
Welp, it was a good run. I will unsubscribe. Not because of this video, but because of the amount of ideology
I was actually looking
you put
forward
into your
to the video
videos
every
lately after all
second
that
day. But if this, I love your content, Pero, I
Haven't
truly
been able
do.
to
But if
enjoy
you are going to
videos
put
as
out
much as
mostly
these
gay
videos.
content,
Editing
then I'm
and
not
editing
just
still
not here
isn't
for that, to
talking.
be
I'm
honest.
good.
Alright, I get it. You don't like the gay stuff. Give me a second. It's pretty undeniable to me that this series acknowledges the parallels to the experiences of queer people. These are people who are often seen as monstrous perversions and kicked out of regular society because of it. Homelessness is a massive issue among LGBTQ youth. That same homelessness from a young age the quote I highlighted at the start here alludes to. Then, of course, you've got flamboyantly gay Mamoru Miyano. The mask maker guy is real flirty, and I mean, just look at him. And then last season, we had a guy crushing on flamboyantly gay Mamoru Miyano. Then this season, someone said Rize had had a crush on Kotsky Sen, and like, I don't even know if that is real, but yes, please. Manga readers, help me out. Is this a ship? Because I'm ready to draw anchor. Even the band who sang Ri's first OP looks hella queer. In a more general sense though, there's also a lot of characters who embrace androgynous design sensibilities. Juzo, Toru, the aforementioned Takatsuki Sen, and even Kaneki looks fairly femme in his skin-tight bodysuit for that eternal walking scene. Let's be real here. Which, like, I'm sorry, I know I'm getting a little scattered, but how did that scene ever become memed as bad in any way? His best friend for 2 seasons dies, and so we just get this unbroken 2-minute shot of him walking towards the camera, gently carrying Hideyoshi in his arms. That is artsy as fuck, my dudes. Like, this is legitimately a cool scene that's fantastic at conveying the weight of this event. And to get back on topic, damn is the way that Kaneki tenderly looks over at Hidege. Now, for a young trans person, that androgyny was also a big draw the series possessed. Any piece of media that let me have that fantasy of escaping my gender was a welcome one. However, that was just one aesthetic element out of many, and that aesthetic on the whole also really endeared me to Tokyo Ghoul. I got a hipstery impression that the series was bad because lol edge my dudes, and I legitimately may have kept watching season 1 just for the stunning art that went by in the ED. And of course, there's the series' most distinctive element, the Kagune. The source of your power being made of your own blood erupting out of your back captures the feeling of a confused and unhappy adolescent so well. What can I say? Tokyo Ghoul knows how to craft imagery that conveys emotions that resonate. It shows that the widest experience you can speak to is that of the smallest groups of people. In the years since its premiere, YouTube has been strangely quiet on it, frankly. Outside of a handful of reviews a few years ago, there's been very little. This one just hasn't gotten the discussion from the AniTube scene that some of its shonen siblings do. So I was looking to help remedy that here. I hope you enjoyed both my thoughts on the series and getting to make all those edgy jokes you'll be making in the comments. I kind of just realized during this season of Tokyo Ghoul that I actually have a strong affinity for the series, so it was fun to explore that here. We're halfway through Bring Back the Romance now, 8 more videos to go. It's gone fairly well so far, and I hope that it will only continue improving from here. Thanks for sticking around and continuing to support these efforts, and a special thank you to those providing that support through Patreon. Psyker, Mathwiz97, Jonathan Conley, Skylar Morrow, Tyler Monk, Teen Show 37, Josh Grant, Lord Liquid Bacon III, Elaine Aldfelt, David McCown, Short Dog, Smokeweed Sephiroth 420, J-Man 4747, Jedi 168, Peach Plum, and everyone else that's helping out. Thank you.